Hello everyone and welcome to the latest video on my channel, Digger Evans Model Railway. Following on from the last video, I'm going to put some ground cover on this area. It's an area of undeveloped ground and I don't want to leave it just painted. It doesn't look good enough, so I'll show you how I'm doing it. I'm using ordinary water soluble PVA like this. I'm not going to do all of it because it'll take too long, but we'll just do a bit then so I can show you the method I'm using. I'll just get a little spreader and spread the glue out. It doesn't matter if it's a bit rough and not quite up to the edge and things like that. We can tidy it all up afterwards, just as long as we cover the main area that we're looking at. It has got a very thin coat of plaster in certain places, as you can see where it's peeling off. Now the area there in front, I'll just put some more glue onto that, that's a mess. You see this area in the front that was in the last video, that's very rough, but this area isn't going to be as rough. It's not going to be as rough, so I'm going to use a sieve to sieve the powder on, and the powder I'm using is called backing plaster or Carlite Browning, and I got it from the builder friend of mine, and I'm just going to sieve it so it's a little bit finer than what I used previously on the other one. It's quite easy, straightforward job. Really big chunks are getting left in the sieve, so that's good. It's purely and simply just to cover the ground and make it look a lot less boring and a little bit more realistic. It's as straightforward as that. I'll see if I can zoom in a little so we can see the texture of the ground. There we go. There we go. You can see it's not smooth by any means, but it's a little less lumpy and rough than the other. We'll just bring it back a bit. Oh, now the next, sorry about this, sorry, we'll just zoom it in a little. The next job is to make sure that's all going to be glued down properly. So I've got a spray bottle with water in and a dash of IPA just to help it soak, and I'm just hitting these areas. Now it is water activated, and in theory it could stick and set just by doing that, but I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to use this, which is a 50-50 mix of water and PVA glue. Just give it a good soak in that. Now in the areas where I don't want it, I'll just remove that with the scraper. It's a really nice warm day today, so this will not take long to set at all. Doesn't matter if you over egg the pudding here, doesn't matter at all, because it will dry off, and you can always add more. If you think you've soaked it through and there's too much, you can add a bit more powder to some of the areas if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. I want it quite smooth. Now I've absolutely drenched that, as you can see, absolutely drenched it, and that will dry up, and when it does dry up, we'll begin to make it look like this with colour, using different airbrush techniques and what have you, and then we'll start sticking tufts of grass and stuff like that. The place where I get my tufts of grass has actually just started doing a new range of thistles and grass and everything at Scale Model Scenery, but as is the usual, they've sold out, so I'm going to have to wait. Now I've got a couple of oil drums here. They're rusty old oil drums, half oil drums, that I cast myself out of resin, and so they look half buried, and I'm going to put a couple in, perhaps right at that very edge there, right at the edge, and I can make that blend in into the ground. It does look like I've overdone it with the glue, but it will soon. You can see already it's starting to dry up in places, and so it's I'm confident it's going to look all right once I've done it. Any areas that are a little bit too rough can be smoothed with sandpaper and things if you wanted to, but it's not something I'm going to bother doing. I'm probably going to put a fence around it. See, I can just put a sprinkle in here. That'll help dry that up as well. I'm probably going to put a fence around it and put it as like a vacant piece of land for sale for a developer to come and buy it or something like that. And I've kept it away from the houses, because the houses at that side that are there, they've all got to have a backyard wall put up and make a very narrow back alley. So that's why we've kept it that far away, and hopefully when it's all finished and dried up, I'll come back and I'll do the airbrushing and the grass and stuff sticking out, and that hopefully will look a bit better, and I'll show you the techniques for that. Thank you all for looking in. Thank you everyone who has subscribed. That's just a really quick video showing you how I'm doing the areas of unused ground. Thank you all for looking in. I do appreciate it. Everyone who's subscribed, if you like the video, please do give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you already haven't. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.